Yes, guys. Yo, we're back with a video. Yeah, yo, listen. So, we're gonna break these, right? Anyway, I'm gonna grade this Charizard. Now, this is not very good condition at all. But it's first edition. Now, the thing is, I bought this. My window cleaner that cleans my house. A couple of years ago, he said to me, he's like, oh, do you collect cards or anything? I'm like, yeah, I sure do, mate. Like, do you want to buy this? And he's like, oh, I've got some cards. Do you want to buy them? I'm like, yeah. I said, bring them around and I'll see what you've got. So I'm gonna grade this at AGS. Right now, as you can see, it's got a massive dent there. That's a massive dent. Yeah, I don't know if we can like push that down a little bit, but that's pretty ridiculous, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say to you guys, guess the grade of this when I send it in. I don't know if it'll be exactly next submission, but basically guess the grade. Comment on this video, guess the grade, what this grade is gonna get, and I'll send you some slab guards, free. I don't know how many it'll be. It might be probably 3. I'll probably do you 3, right? So this is gonna be the giveaway, right? The giveaway is not the Charizard. Guess the Charizard's grade, and we'll give you some slab cards. Now let me just show you this, yeah? So I added these 2 cards to eBay, right? And obviously with the purple one on this, looks sick, right? And then I added this to eBay, which is a Magikarp 10, right? You know, I already have the normal base set one, so I don't need this one. I don't really like this 99 2000, so I don't need this one, right? So anyway, what do you reckon to this, yeah? So I printed 2 of these, right? And basically I ran out of black, so I filled it in with red, and I was like, that looks sick, right? So anyway, look how good this looks. So look how good this card looks with a full black out. Now this was the first one I printed. This print is a bit rough until I get some more black. This looks sick with a black out, right? And then, not only this, but look at this one. This one looks absolutely amazing with the purple, right? And then look how good. Watch this, yeah. So this obviously the PSA 9, which is not PSA 9. This is not a grade 9. This is a true grade 8 now, right? I'm not even bothered that the grade went on, right? Look how good this looks in a blue back, right, bro. Right. So anyway, let's jump to the video, right? Because we're obviously cracking these 2 slabs. So we're gonna inspect these cards after we break them. So just look at this, right? So they gave this a 9 centering, a 9.5 surface, right? You know that's a fib, right? That's definitely a fib. Yeah, that's a fib. Corners 9. All right, let's have a look at these corners. Right. Is that a white dot on that one? No. Right. The corners. All right. Corners are a 9. All right. Corners are a 9. BS. Right. So anyway, edges 8.5. Right. We're gonna crack that out, and then we're gonna look at that. Right. And centering's a 9. That's the bottom border. Right. Okay. Let's use a Watsy card. Right. So. Centering. Yeah, look, you can get these as well, yeah. I don't know if you've seen these on eBay. These are kind of rubbish in my opinion. These are not good, right? But anyway, so let's put this down properly, right? So the centering on this card is actually enough to be a 10, right? Because the red line, you can't really see it on the video, but the red line, right? Obviously I've moved it, right? But the red line follows around the border. So as long as your red line is between like the top here and then the bottom, like this centering a 9, you know, it's a bit like, really? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna crack this, right? And then this 9.5. So people are gonna go, oh, but you could send that to CGC and they would upgrade it to a 10. Yes, I know that. But I have to pay. So if I'm going to have to pay to get it recased and have a new label put on it, why don't I just regrade the card, right? Because that's basically what I'm paying. Like, I'm regrading the card by paying, right? So anyway, So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the chops out. We've got the spoon, spoonies. Yeah, spoonies. And here's the cutters. Yeah. So we're going to break the Charizard first. Right, let's break the Charizard first. Let's just give this a big crunch. Right. So we're going to have a look at these cards and we're going to see if... We're going to send these in probably... What day are we on now? This is the weekend, yes? They're probably in, like, next week sometime, right? So, anyway. Do you know, I think it's so joke, yeah, the way, like, we break these slabs. It's hilarious, right? So, anyway. Let's cut this side off. Right, that was a good cut, really, to be fair. We're going to probably need to do it one more time because we didn't do the angle as good. Right. We need to get into the slab. It's been a week. It's probably been like 2 weeks since we did this. Right, we're just going to do this behind camera real quick. Right. So, anyway. Let's get this into there, yeah? We should have enough gap now. Right. Will we have enough gap? Yeah, we've got enough gap. Right. Is this a 9? Right. That's what we're going to find out. Because every grade CGC card, in my opinion, which is in a blue label, has got the wrong grade on it. I believe every single one's got the wrong grade on it. So, there's the card. There's the label. Right. There's the case in the bin. Right. Along with the other junk. Right, so where is the sleeve? We had 2 sleeves. There they are. There's one. Alright, so surface on this card. Right, so very nice. Very nice. Very nice surface, yeah? Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Edges. They said the edges back. Can you see me looking at this? Yeah, you can there. Right, so edges was at 8.5. Really? Really? To me, this looks like a quality of the Dragon Ball Z card. This ain't a 9. This is a 10. Straight 10. Straight 10, guys. Straight 10. Straight 10. Right, that's another one. So, anyway, the 9.5, right? So the 9.5, will the 9.5 get the grade 10, or will the 9.5 stay to be a 9.5, yeah? This is the whole experiment we're doing, guys. Cracking slabs, yeah! We're getting 10p earnings. So anyone's saying, anyone's saying, like, do you know the thing is, yeah? There's many people in this community that earn mad bank off YouTube. And their earnings off YouTube alone is probably in the couple of thousands. Like, or probably a month. Yeah. And here's people getting mad at me making 10 quid. Or a £5. Yeah. It's like, really? I don't get it. But anyway, you know, if you wanna be like that, you be like that. Right? I'm not thinking. I'm not here to be really bothered about what money you make off affiliations, because I know there's a lot of people making a lot of money off certain companies, right? A lot of money off certain companies. So let's just crack the top on that one. That one's a bit thingy. It's not come out the best. Didn't break as much. You know, when I do these with the BB gun, yeah, the BB gun will absolutely annihilate these slabs, right? If you remember me breaking them, right? Plastic flies everywhere with this stuff. So we still have one more we're going to break. We're probably going to end up breaking that pristine 10. But right now we're going to wait till we do my research of what we're doing right now. Because I believe every single grade, I think pretty much every single grade 9 at CGC Blue is going to be like 9.5. 9.5 or 9. 10. And people say, oh, but they changed their standards. Yes, but you can't grade 1 million cards and then change your standards halfway through. That's just not the way it is. PSA cannot, you know, do their standards. PSA can't change their standards 1 million cards through. Oh, but we've changed our standards. But then every single Charizard first edition card that has been graded, like every single one of them cards it's not a 10, right? Because they changed their standards. Oh, but we changed our standards. But we changed our standards. But you can't change your standards. It's the whole guys. Once you set your guidelines out that this is your grading standards, they have to stay the same regardless, no matter what. Otherwise, they won't be the standards anymore. Yeah. So you see, this card is a 9.5, right? And right. So in my eyes, the centering on the back is a 10, right? The centering's a 10. So the centering's a 10, right? Pretty much. I'd say like the centering's probably like 98% between the top and bottom, right? This is probably a 98% card, right? So how did they originally grade this at a 9.5? Where did they grade this at a 9.5? I really don't get how this is a 9.5. Like, that is not a scratch. That is not a scratch. That's Lapras's nose within the card. Right? So, you know, edges I don't really look at, but the edges on this card are amazing, bro. There's no frailing paper, nothing. The centering's banging. The corners look pristine. You know, this, to me, this looks like a card that, you know, could get like, when you, like, this would get a legendary. That back centering is slightly up, yeah? Like, slightly. Very, very slightly, but it's not. It's probably, you know, like I say, it's probably 49. It's probably like 49, 51, yeah? So say, for example, right? You get this, right? And you see the red lines, right, on there. You see the red lines. Put the card in the centre in here, yeah? So the card's at the top. Card's like pretty much at the bottom. So you see that red line on the bottom, yeah? There's your red line, right? And there's your red line. So this card has got like a 10 centering, yeah? Right, now, let's check this one out of the case, right? So, it's like, for example, yeah, the red line, you've got the red line at the top and the red at the bottom. So, they said the centering on this card's a 9, right? So, up, I don't think it is. To me, this is like a 9 point... It's like a 9.7, I would say, around that. So this card's a 10, right? This card should be an AGS 10, right? Or a 9.5. It's either going to be a 9.5 or a 10, right? And if it goes up, laughing. Right, guys, don't forget, guess the grade of the Charizard. I'll do a giveaway. I'll put all your YouTube names in a random generator. So make sure you comment on the video and we'll put you in. Comment on the video, yeah? Boom. If you want to win a couple slab guards, I'll probably send you 3. A black, a red, a green, yellow, whatever colours you've got, whatever. Boom. Freebies, yeah? Right. Peace. Thanks for watching. See you in the next time.